Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the weekly reset for week number 4 of Dragonflight Season 2. We have quite a few vaults today, which will include the Demon Hunter, the Warrior, the Druid, and the DK. Yeah, I'll touch on those when we get into those vaults, but there's a reason why I've got them there. And of course, we have the Monk, but you won't see the Monk in this video because the Monk is part of the 0 to KSM challenge. So if you want to go and check that out, episode 1 is already out. And a new episode will go live every Friday. So if you haven't seen that yet, I'll leave that linked down below. I highly recommend you go and check it out because I'm absolutely awful at healing. And of course, if you would like to watch me live or perhaps join me for some Keystones, I stream over on Twitch a few days a week. I'll leave a link to that down below with all of my other socials. All right, so I guess we're going to start today with the DK. It doesn't really matter where we are in terms of the DK. We have we've only done an under rot 3. The reason I've done the DK is purely because of the 0 to KSM challenge where I'm healing. And there are a couple of tanks that I've encountered that have done or not done a certain thing, and I've not understood why. So I've had to jump on the characters myself. So that's the reason why we have both the DK and the Druid today. I'm not going to ruin it. If you want to go and see what happened, feel free to check the first episode out. As I mentioned, every episode will go live Friday. So we've got episode 2 coming out this Friday. I definitely recommend you go check it out. In terms of the weeklies, we do have the 5 Dragonflight heroic dungeons, which will grant a 415 item. I'm not going to do that on my characters this week. And the other weekly that we get from Valdraken is PvP. So I'm not going to be doing that one either. So doesn't really matter what we get on this guy, but we're currently sitting at 400 item level and a whopping 75 Mythic Plus rating. I know, it's amazing. Right, people inviting me to pet battles. What? Spec unholy for the weapon, I guess. We'll jump into this one. I'm not popping any abilities today. We really don't care. Of course, yeah, we get a ring. You guys know how excited I get about rings, right? Yeah, cool. I'm going to take it because it is going to be a massive upgrade. Oh boy. We do an under rot, we get an under rot. What did we replace for that? Oh, the seal of Diana's Chosen? Is that the one we replace? I kind of don't think we do, but in terms of item level, I'll just do it for the sake of the video. In terms of the affixes we have for this week, it is a fortified week, so add week. We have a new affix at +7. This one I can pronounce, afflicted. So while in combat, afflicted souls periodically appear and seek the aid of players. To my understanding, and I'll jump into it on stream tomorrow, these either have to be dispelled or healed. It's not going to be fun for me on the Monk because I don't know how that's going to work for me, but we'll see. I don't know if my AoE healing will automatically target them anyway. I guess we'll see what happens. On top of that, we have raging, so non-boss enemies enrage at 30% health remaining, temporarily granting immunity to crowd control effects. This one's going to be a horrible one for the Monk. Next week's 0 to KSM challenge episode should be interesting. All right, let's go take a look at the Druid. Alright, so as mentioned, the Druid is in exactly the same position as what I mentioned for the DK. So I jumped on this character to do a specific dungeon with a character that was 20 item levels below a certain character in the 0 to KSM challenge. So if you're curious about that, I highly recommend you go check it out and then you'll understand why I'm on the Druid. But in terms of gear, same situation, 393 item level, absolutely terrible. Anything's going to be an upgrade. I guess we want... I guess I'm going to want Guardian, right? Should we pop... We'll pop a cooldown for this. What did I pop? Incarn. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Stupid rings and necklaces. I can't remember. Is I think... Oh, is it Hasten first? Whatever. It's an upgrade anyway. I don't remember what stats we need. There's too many characters to take note of. Alright, 393. I presume we're going to go up by an item level or 2. Probably 2. Yeah, 395. Alright. That's the Druid. That was a quick one. That's what she said. The mighty Broxigar, sitting at a whopping 416 item level and a Mythic Plus rating of 1,615. The rating isn't something that I'm striving for. I really don't care about the rating on this guy. Really enjoying tanking. It's a shame that Prop Warrior are in the position they're in. I think they're currently classed as the worst tank for Mythic Plus. I could be wrong. It's still early days. Not everyone's got their 4 set. There's still not enough data on it. But as things stand currently now, I think they're sitting at the bottom of the list, which doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. All tanks, all classes, all specs are able to perform at a decent level. But when you get into the nitty gritty, the min-max, then yeah, then that's where the tier lists come into it. And unfortunately, I think Warrior are sitting at the bottom of the pecking order. But it is my favourite tank. I'm very much enjoying it nonetheless. And it's all about enjoyment at the end of the day. So, in terms of items that we want this week on the Warrior, we did quite a lot. This is probably the first week ever, looking at the vaults, that I am not bothered about trinkets. Weapon, definitely. I did get my Abyss weapon, but unfortunately, I think it's at Veteran, so it only goes up to like 424, which is unfortunate. Shield would be absolutely amazing, but of course tier would probably be the best thing I could hope for. In terms of like when I get KSM, you obviously get the token to hand in Zaralek Caverns. I'm going to use the tokens typically to complete the 4 sets, so I'm going to hold off on that. Same for the Demon Hunter as well. So we'll jump into it now, and hopefully we get something decent out of this. Ooh. Oh, man. Well, I mean, are they all champion? They're all oh, we got a hero, actually. Oh, yeah, of course. Haste and mastery, though. So, looking at the quote-unquote Biss gear, the neck is actually my Biss neck. I think that probably has a lot to do with how much haste it has. And looking at the gear, I'm probably leaning more closer to the neck, because not only is it my Abyss, but it is a hero item as well. So I can upgrade that to what, 441 or something like that. Whereas the other ones are sat at champion and I can grind them anyway. I also have to think about the tier gear that I would be replacing. Although the chest is very, very nice, haste and versatility is great for me. I think it's going to have to be the neck. I don't currently have one. Again, it is hero piece as well, and that's like the main thing I'm looking at. It's unfortunate. I'm not in a rush with this character, so I can be very picky with some of the gear. I don't want to get rid of my 4-piece, although you just look like... When do you start thinking about dropping 2 set in terms of item level? I think if I have like 2 items that are 20 item level higher, maybe that's worth the raw stats instead of the bonus you get. But yeah, I'm going to take the neck piece for this one. We do in fact pick up a 13. We'll have a look to see what that is, because we will be playing a lot of the Warrior this week. Oh, a Brackenhide as well. We need to farm that place for a trinket. You know, a 3rd trinket. I'm so greedy. I do really enjoy that place as well. I do really enjoy Brackenhide. Weirdly enough, 415, we jump up to 416, 1 item level overall. And that's where we're going to leave the Warrior today. As I say, like last week, we got the 2 trinkets. I could have done the 5 random heroics, but I honestly do not have time on a Wednesday as it is. With everything that I've got going on with the KSM challenge, it would have been smart to do that. And then I would get to choose what I get from the vault as well. Because if I get the same neck piece from the 5 heroic cash, I'm going to be pretty mad. But it is what it is. I don't have the time, so unfortunately, that's how I got to do things. And then we move on to the one that matters the most, the Demon Hunter. I have kind of made a promise to stream that I will spend some of my crest today and upgrade some of my gear. I've got a couple of things that I will upgrade. We're sitting at 426 item level overall, and the Mythic Plus rating is 2,186. Nothing special, but in terms of what I can spend crests on, there isn't really a whole lot that I can spend them on, because I haven't really gotten the items that I want to spend into anyway. I've got 1 weapon which I've maxed out. I've got the trinket, the Iridius Fragment, that I can max out at a champion level. And then I've got stuff like, I mean, the chest piece isn't great. Yeah, they're not like quote-unquote Biss items, so the boots are pretty good. I like the boots. The boots are really good. I don't think they're classed as Biss, but they're like identical stats, so it doesn't really matter. I could sink some crests into those, but everything else, like, it's just got the wrong stats. I just been unlucky, and I'm really not in a good position on the Demon Hunter, which is another reason why I haven't sunk crests into the into the character. But I don't know, I could be making a mistake. Maybe I just do it anyway to boost the item level and the overall power, because I've got stuff like, let's take the chest for example. 4 out of 4 champion, it's 424. I can boost that up to what, 437. It has a lot of crit, which is really good, but the versatility, you don't, I mean, if it had mastery, it would be perfect. But it is what it is. This is the position I'm in, if I'm being totally honest, because of how pugs have been so far, and it's to be expected, which is why I'm putting together the Mythic Plus team, which we'll touch on a little bit later. But I've lost a little bit of motivation to play the Demon Hunter, and I'm sort of leaning more towards tanking in terms of pugs, because unfortunately I need like 2,800 rating according to everyone else just to get into 16s, which is really crazy. Yeah, I've lacked a little bit of motivation to play this character. I've been enjoying the warrior a little bit more. I'm not in no rush. My target for the season is 3k rating. I think it's very achievable. Can definitely do it on the Demon Hunter, but yeah, that's the position we're in right now. So in terms of items, I would like to upgrade the trinket. I'm not going to say no to a weapon. I think we did get an 18 done on stream last night. Thank you to those that helped me with that, by the way. My Tuesdays and Thursdays aren't typical like viewer days, but I make the exception every now and then. So to those that helped me get to those keys, thank you so much. Just going to make sure I am in Havoc spec. We're going to meta into it, and we're going to go. I think we should have a very good vault. We didn't quite get up to 20s, but that's really unfortunate, man. This is going to give me something to think about. So it's the highest they can be. They can't be upgraded. That's the max hero slot, is it? The shoulders are in a similar position. The tier I think I'm going to have to pick up, which only goes up to 437. Even though the item level's on the low side, I pick up tier for now. Oh, the shoulders with avoidance. Here's the annoying thing, right? The item level. This can never reach the item level. If I'm not at a rush, like if I'm not rushing, I can convert these in a few weeks when the catalyst comes out or whenever it is. So I could do it that way. Boots. Yeah, I mean, because of the item level, it's annoying. I'm really not sure about this one. If I go for the hands, what I could do is do 2 set and 2 set. I could do that for now, and then I would have like every 175 fury you spend, you gain Seething Fury, increasing your agility by 10% for 6 seconds. The 4 set makes it stack, which would be absolutely amazing, but I think 2 and 2 might be the way. But a 4-4-1, I mean, I'm not in a rush. I'm gonna get these larger upgrades, and I think this week, after I've spent some crests, I should be pushing closer towards 430 item level. So hopefully I do quite a bit of damage more. I can get into higher keys. I think I can't say no to the tier gloves. And then that means I need one more piece, and I have the 4 set, because I've got the KSM token as well. I kind of feel like maybe the shoulders are a good shout at 441. But I'm going to take tier. The quicker I can get tier, the quicker I can boost all of the items up to like a 437, closer to 440 sort of item level, I think the better. I think that's what makes the most sense to me right now. So current item level is 423. I now have the 2 set. Sure, I might need to change this neck piece as well, actually, because I'm not actually getting the benefit from all the gems now, right? So that might be an idea as well. So I can basically equip 3 with that. So if we go legs, a bit of an upgrade there. We've got the hands, which I'm going to upgrade today. It's 424. And then I guess the neck piece, which is sad as well. So that bumps us up 1 total item level. I've got to sort my transmog out because that's absolutely terrible. But we do now have the 2 set piece for season 2, which is great. So we have 2 and we have 2. I think that's going to work really well. I'm going to sink some valor into these and these. Probably not the neck piece. I can do the boots as well, and perhaps even the trinket, because I think the longer I hold on to it, the more I'm going to suffer. And if I sink more into it now and it makes me more powerful, keys are going to go a lot better now, right? So that's my thought. So with the vaults out of the way with, there are a couple of things I just wanted to talk about. Of course, we have the 0 to KSM challenge. If you haven't watched that already, I'll leave it linked down below. I definitely recommend it because I am absolutely awful at healing, but I am very much determined to get competent, and I think this is one that I'm definitely going to carry on with. I kind of want to go into season 3 with both a tank and a healer. I might not even play a DPS at that point, I'm really not sure, but looking at what I have noticed so far when it comes to tanking and healing, it helps me learn the encounters and the dungeons so much better than just playing a DPS and following the tank. You get to learn damage patterns and where people need healing, and you just notice so much more. So in terms of how my brain struggles to take in information, that's definitely something I'm going to do for season 3. And going on to season 3 and talking about that a little bit more, like pugging, I've struggled with pugging. It's to be expected. It's early on. People are still unfortunately learning a lot of the basic things in these dungeons, but it's gotten to the point now. I wanted to put together a team for season 1. Didn't quite happen, unfortunately, so I've decided to make it public to everyone. I guess try and use the community to get more interest and stuff. So I am putting together a Mythic Plus team for season 2. I'm going to take my time. I want to put together the right team. The players need to gel together. It needs to work, and of course the composition as well. So I don't care about being meta, because to be honest, any class, any spec is more than capable. I'm not pushing towards like world first stuff, so it really doesn't matter. But I do want to cover all of the basics. So we need a combat res, maybe 2, that would be nice. We need a bloodlust, that's a given. And then of course we need a nice mix from like melee and range. So I'm not in a rush to put this team together. We've got plenty of time. As long as it's ready and we're already going for like getting into season 3, that's fine. I want to be ready for season 3. I want to jump into the pre-mades straight away. I don't want to have to go through the awful experience that is pugging, because I just don't have the patience for it, man. So if you are interested in joining the Mythic Plus team, you can apply for it on the Discord. I have a channel where you can copy the template and basically present what character you are looking to play, your current experience, because I am not looking to take new players, so it will require a little bit of experience. So yeah, if that's something you guys are interested in, it can be found on the Discord. So in terms of what I'll be up to this week, I've sort of been toying with the idea of not being like a full-blown viewer stream, but perhaps every Tuesday, where because of my ADHD and I leave things until the last minute, I wait until Tuesday to do some keys. I think I might start opening up Tuesday streams for now until I get the team going, because the way I want the Mythic Plus team to go, we'll be doing keys together on a Sunday. It will be off stream, obviously, and then once the team is established, Tuesdays will be opened up. I probably won't have the Discord audio live on stream, but for now, until I get that going, I might open it up. So if you guys have like 16 to 20 keys that you want to do, I think I'm going to start opening Tuesdays for now to get higher keys going, because I'm fully capable. It's just unfortunately I just can't get into them on my Demon Hunter, and the thought of putting my own, like I've put my own keys together, they've gone terribly wrong, and it just hasn't worked out, and I just don't have the patience for it, man. So I think I might start trialing that for the next few weeks, and like until I get the team put together. I might see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, then I'll just go back to pugging, because I don't like leaving people out at the end of the day. But of course, Saturday social is going to remain exactly the same. That's not going to change. So if you guys want to join me for some keys, jump by on Saturday. It's open to anyone on EU. Sorry to all the other regions. It doesn't matter about the key level. We can do +2s. It doesn't matter if it's your first key and you have no Mythic Plus experience. It's a very safe environment. The community is absolutely amazing. You don't need to worry about that at all. So yeah, swing by on Saturday. Let me know if you want to do a key. We can definitely get that going. I look to rotate the groups to get as many of you involved as possible. But of course, if we don't have the interest and you want to sign up to multiple keys, that's absolutely fine as well, because from time to time we do lack the healers until the 0 to KSM challenge is done and I can finally play the monk, which I'm very much looking forward to. But +20s on the monk, maybe not so much. I don't know. I think that's everything, but I've got that feeling where I've forgotten something, but yeah. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, a like would be much appreciated. If you haven't checked out the 0 to KSM challenge already, I highly recommend it. Again, I'll have it linked down below so you can go and check it out for yourself. But that's me done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.